What's up guys? Welcome to my channel. My name is Emily and here with me today is Zazu. He is my yellow belly pie ball python. In today's video, I'm going to be giving y'all a tour of my snake room. So without further ado, let's get started. Look at that pretty belly. Starting on top is Atlas. He is my 2-year-old bull snake. Right now I have them in a 4x2 by 18 inch reptizoo. I purchased this reptizoo off Amazon. I really like it for him. It has 2 ventilation vents on the side like so, and then it has a whole wire screen mesh on top, which I really like. Only complaints I have about this reptizoo is that the lock mechanism that it came with doesn't work like whatsoever. But thankfully Home Depot sells these $5 locks that are really sturdy. Look at that little cutie right there. Oh, I fed you yesterday. Just because I touched the lock does not mean you're getting food. Anyways, bull snakes, man. Another thing that I really love about this enclosure is that it came with this cool little gadget on the side. So I'm able to nicely and easily organize my wires coming in and out of the enclosure. So going down once more is Saber's enclosure. He is my Brazilian rainbow boa. This is a 4x2x2 scale box enclosure that I recently purchased. So far, I really like the enclosure. As you can see, it has 4 locks. So I think it's safe to say if he ever does escape, it's 100% gonna be on me for not locking it properly. If you're interested in seeing how I built this enclosure build for my Brazilian rainbow boa, I will link that video down below. Going down again, we have Alistair, my boa constrictor. Right now I have him in a 200 quart tub that I purchased from Walmart. I really like this tub for him because it provides enough height for him to roam and climb and explore. So next to all those enclosures is these 2 guys right here. So on this stand I have Zazu on top and Houdini down below. The bins you see here are 44-gallon bins that I purchased from the Container Store. Overall, I really love these bins. They provide a really nice amount of space. So for adult male ball pythons or even female adult ball pythons, this would be a really great tub enclosure for them, or just space for them in general, in my opinion. The only complaint I have about these tubs is that the lid is kind of hard to maneuver at times, but you know, I make it work because again, it really does provide a really nice amount of space for them, and they seem to really thrive in these enclosures. Then we go over here in the front of the room, and then right down here is Penelope's bin. Penelope is a little over a year old. She is another ball python that I have. I recently upgraded her to this really nice 150 quart tub. Alrighty, getting on to my plant rack because I've accumulated so many plants that now I have my own plant stand. We have my giant leaf pothos. And then I have this bin up here. This bin is purely full of sheds. They're in a bin until I can figure out what to do with them or sort through them, whatever. Yeah, up here. Boop. Then I have Saber's old light that I had in his enclosure. I also want to talk about this little cute thing right here. My friend Exotic Entities, again Kina, has this store where she makes resin art. So highly recommend you check her out because I love this snake piece that she made. And then we have this rack level shelf thing. Okay, I have some plants that I don't know what to do with because I'm running out of plant space, some books, and of course I have some gloves for messes when, you know, things get a little too gross for my fingers. And then paper towels, which I am running low on those. I usually keep like a full thing of paper towels, but that's okay. I'm trying to switch to more sustainable paper towel alternatives. So once I run out of those, I'll be switching to something more sustainable. My small feeding tongs that I actually don't use anymore. They're just fun, you know? But then I have these bad boys right here. So I really like these tongs. I think they're absolutely great. They are 18 inches. If you're feeding larger snakes, I highly recommend you get some like this. I will link them down below. Also, I wanna mention that always try and get tongs that have rubber tips, just in case your snake accidentally bites the end of the feeding tongs. It's not gonna damage their tooth like it would if it was just straight metal. So rubber feeding tongs are always just a safe way to go. This shelf right here, I just, like I said, have more plants. A lot of them are the same plant. Don't look at that one, I'm ashamed. But these two are rubber trees. One of these rubber trees is gonna be going into Saber's Bioactive. I'm just waiting till a little bit bigger. Another dish that is also made by Kina's Resin store. Absolutely love it, and I keep it right there. And I have my SpiceySpaghet stickers that I absolutely love. They're beautiful. If you don't know who SpiceySpaghet is, I highly recommend you check them out because they are awesome. Take phenomenal photos. And then I have this, of course, this cute little cup that my best friend gave me. She recently moved away, so I like having this in my reptile room as a little reminder that she's here with me. And then, of course, I have my snake hook, my temp gun, my calendar that I use to jot down any notes like water changes, poops, pees, anything else that's kind of going on. And then I have this towel for any messes. I am so clumsy. I make so many little mini messes. So I have always these towels on hand. And of course I have one of these paintbrushes. So then we go down once more, and this row is kind of barren. I'm honestly in the process of redoing my snake room, but I wanted to get this video up anyways because I recently redid my snake room, but I'm already planning, of course, for the next revamp. So basically what's gonna happen here is that this whole level is gonna come out, and Nala, who's down here in this bin, she's gonna get a 44-gallon bin like Zazu and Houdini. So I really want to upgrade her to something bigger. So this whole, again, row is going to come out, and she's going to get a whole big bin right there. And then I'm going to also get something to kind of block that sunlight a little bit more so she's not getting as much incoming heat, which I will talk about that heat thing in a second. Over in this bin right here, I just have more supplies, more towels that I like to keep on hand. I like to use these cards to open up my snake's mouths. Of course, I disinfect them before doing so. Always have some little twisty ties on hand because I like to twisty tie my wires so it comes out nice and organized, somewhat, I don't know. And then an extra water bowl and an extra power strip because you never know when you're gonna need one of those. I usually keep extra plants in here as well. And then, you know, these are the plants that I'm not so proud of, but I'll show you anyways. Going down once more, like I said, I have Nala right here. So over here, I have my other bin that needs to be cleaned. I probably should have done that before the video, but oh well. I have extra heat tape, extra plant pots, Velcro, and aluminum tape. Boom. And then down here, I keep water that's been dechlorinated, and I like to keep it in these bottles just for easy pouring and storage. And then in this thing, it's just like an old drink punch thing, and I use this to collect all of my snake's water whenever I do water changes, and then I'll just use this water to water my plants. Talk about in this corner is my little rainbow window thing. These have been going around a lot. I've been wanting one for actually months now, or looking for just like a window screen of sorts. And it's mainly because, well, I broke the blinds. And so in the summer, the Texas heat just comes straight in through this window, and it can get really, really hot in here. So the main reason I invested in this was to help reduce the amount of incoming heat coming in through this window, because something else this product claims to do is reduce incoming solar radiation by 40 to 80%, I believe. I just got this, so I can't say for sure if it doesn't or does do it, but it looks pretty, you know? But I just wanted to mention it because it is something that I'm trying out and could be useful to you if you have a big window that you want to leave open for your plants, but you want to reduce the amount of incoming heat coming in. Also, just to kind of assist, I do have this tapestry that I pull over in the morning. Okay, one other thing that I forgot to mention is this over here. This is my snake shed vase, you know, compared to the bin. This looks a lot nicer, I would have to say. I just have some of the sheds I'm most proud of recently, like this one's Atlas, this one is Alistair's. This one right here is Saber's most recent shed that he had in his Bioactive. I'm super proud of it because you can see eye caps and all, and it's full shed, head to tail, no rips. So yeah, I just keep some of my best sheds right here. Okay, getting to the end of the reptile room tour, we have the stand over here. So as you can see on top, this is a peace lily. I just watered it. It's coming back to life. I should have watered it yesterday, but I forgot, so I'm sorry that you look so sad, but I watered you, so you should be coming and perking up very soon. Then down here is Jasper. If you saw my post on Instagram, he broke his 10-week feeding streak. So happy that he's finally eating, and hopefully he will eat again for me. And yes, it is actually 81 degrees in here. I do keep my snake room a little bit warmer. I actually prefer to keep it about 78, but like I said, the heat that comes in through this window is just insane. And I just have it open right now. One, to take this footage so you can actually see what I'm showing you. And then I actually usually have fans in here just to keep the air circulation a little bit better. So it does get it down to about 79 in here. But since I have the fans off, because the fans would be annoying when filming, it's 81. So just know I'm cooking right now for you. All right, moving down again. This is Honey's bin. This is a 110 quart tub that I purchased from Walmart, I think. Anyways, I really like this bin for her. She's actually housed on hemp substrate, which is a little bit different from aspen. If you ever heard of hemp, it's a really great sustainable product. If you want me to do a video on just hemp substrate, let me know in the comments down below. As you see here, I have latches on my tubs because, you know, snakes, they have the will. They will find a way. So these are just little Velcro latches that I create to keep my babies secure and inside their tubs. And then down once more is Loomis's bin. This is the same bin as Alistair's. It's a 200 quart tub that I purchased from Walmart. Again, really love these bins, and so do the boys. And then down here, I keep empty water bottles. Usually I have more, but they're over there. They're all full and nice and full of dechlorinated tap water. If you are gonna get bottled water, make sure it's spring water. Never use distilled water. Just a little tip if you didn't know already. Or, you know, good old tap water that's dechlorinated. And then over in this corner, I have some beautiful artwork. I'm obsessed with cows, so I have one cow picture here and one cow picture there. And then I have this gorgeous artwork that I purchased from Natalia on Instagram. I'll be sure to link her down below. She also has stunning jewelry products, so check her out. I again will link her down below. And then the messy corner. So I have my step ladder because that is kind of short. And then I have this brown paper bag over here that I use for like organic products. I don't put poop or pee in this. I just kind of keep it organic based so I can throw it in the green bin and it can be composted. If you don't have a mini dustpan in your reptile room, invest in one and thank me later, because mini messes are easily solved by a mini dustpan. And then I always have my cleaner on hand. This is a bottle of Rescue. It's a vet grade cleaner. If you can get your hands on it, that's great. If not, F10 and several other cleaners are also great on the market. And then I also have my bottle of water that is dechlorinated, of course, and that's kind of it for this corner. So the last little chunk is this right here, another beautiful fake plant. And then I have extra Rescue down below, trash can for, you know, those beautiful presents that they leave us. And then an extra tub that I put Atlas in if I'm ever like cleaning his enclosure. He's a little feisty guy and no one here really likes to handle him but me. So I usually put him in a little tub so he's not bothering me while I'm cleaning. That is the reptile room. Like I said, I probably will be changing this in a couple of weeks, but for now, this is kind of what it looks like if you're curious or interested. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed my snake room tour, please give this video a thumbs up and subscribe for more snake videos like this in the future. Also, let me know what you think of my snake room in the comment section down below. Other than that, thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye! So real quickly, I just kind of wanted to talk a little bit more about some of the supplies that you kind of saw in the video, just to kind of explain why I have a paintbrush in my reptile room. I use this for whenever I feed live. It's not often that I feed live because the majority of my snakes are on either pre-kill or frozen, but if I do feed live, I use this paintbrush, specifically the end, to block the rat or mice's mouth to prevent it from biting my snake, because I would much rather it bite the end of this stick than my snake. Feeding live gives me so much anxiety, so having something like this, so if I need to intervene, I can. It makes me personally feel a lot better. So I know it's really sad to think about, you know, assist blocking, but it's either you intervene or your snake gets injured. And personally, I'd rather intervene and prevent my snake from getting injured, so I keep a paintbrush in my room for whenever I feed live. As far as a snake hood goes, I really think every snake room should have one. And that's mainly because you don't necessarily need a snake hook to pick up a snake. You could also be using your snake hook to block your snake's mouth. If you're going into your enclosure, you can use it for hook training. If you're trying to teach your snake like the difference between its feeding time and its handling time. So hooks can be used for various different things. It's not just picking up your snake. So I think every snake room or reptile room could honestly benefit from a hook or something that can be used to block your reptile if you're trying to do something efficiently and they're just feeling a little, you know. Another thing that I think every reptile room, not just snakes, should have is a temp gun. Temp guns have way more uses than just taking the temperature of your hotspot, taking the temperature of your cool side. You can use this to take the temperature of the tub of water that you're about to soak your snake in. You can use this to temp gun ambient temperatures. You can use this to temp gun the temperature of your rat or prey item that you're about to feed your snake. If you're one of those people that want to provide your reptile with a warm bodied prey item, but you're feeding frozen. So there's more uses for temp guns and they're so inexpensive. I'm sorry, this thing is $15. I don't understand why more people don't invest in one of these. And they're pretty accurate. I mean, it's a laser. Temp gun. Get one. Just saying.